Okay. Can you all see my screen? Can you please confirm? Okay. Yeah, great. Thank you. Yeah, so very good evening. Welcome to the webinar on Bokeh package. Right? This is something which is related to data visualizations. Right? So, we all know that it is one of the most basic and important steps when compared to predictive modeling. So data visualization is one of the most important part. So people often start with data visualizations to understand things, get more insights, right? Try to understand the data by doing EDA. So making charts or making graphs, visualizations better rather than you people keep on reading the tables, text, values, etc. It's more easy, right? Any person, a non-technical background guy should understand the data with easy way of looking into the data is something they prefer visualizations. So making it more clear, more elegant, right? We can get such things from this particular package. So proper visualizations give us a better clarity, right? So why this is important? Why visualization is important? So when you observe, we have the data. 19% of the time will go for loading the data, then 30% around will go for cleansing the data, 20% will go for visualizations, right? And 11% will go for your the best model selection, again evaluation some 12% of, again 10% for deployment of the models. The most of the time here you can have is a 21%, which is data visualization. Now what you are going to learn here, what is this Bokeh package all about, why it is very important when you have other visualization libraries, right? What are the simple commands you can use to get a very beautiful plot, right? So to begin with, Bokeh, it is an interactive, I can say, visualization, very interactive, and it provides you a highly interactive graphs and the plots that you can target with web browsers, right? Where they are targeting for very good presentation, like very concise charts and wide variety of charts are you can plot using this particular package. So this actually it focuses on converting whatever data source you have into JSON format. So which then again uses as input for your Bokeh.js. The best features of this is that the flexibility part, simple charts, customized charts, right? Even for complex use cases, this makes it easy. And the second thing is styling. Styling is something we have to that makes things look pleasy, right? Very pretty good. So something which is very catchy is what people want nowadays. So you can easily modify your charts here. But where you are using these charts, where we are using this charts, because matplotlib, seaborn packages, plenty of visualization libraries are there here for us. So we can use this Bokeh library even to embed the charts on your web pages. So we can embed the charts on the web. You can create live dashboards and also app. So only thing you do here is whether it is your matplotlib or MATLAB, it's the style plotting interface what you are using, but the things what you do here is pretty much easy. So the advantage is that you are embedding this chart, Bokeh charts, using Flask on your websites. So basically this will provide you two interfaces, right, that are very simple. Like you can go for bokeh models, okay, and bokeh plottings, bokeh applications, and bokeh server. 4 things: models, plottings, applications, and servers. So where your bokeh models will give you a low level interface, right? So totally to the application developers. But plotting will give you a high level interface for creating visual glyphs. It's a subclass of bokeh model actually. You have a model called as bokeh module. In that you can see here bokeh plotting. So we are going to discuss bokeh plotting here, which will give you a high level interface for your visualization. So it is using different glyphs here, different kinds of glyphs you can use to plot them. So here bokeh plotting is a subclass of your bokeh models only. So bokeh models is a low level interface which is giving you a very high end flexibility. But bokeh modeling model subclass is your bokeh plotting, where you can see there is a definition called as a figure. Here you have a figure class. So this is a subclass of your basic plot model. So if I talk about bokeh application, right, this package which is used to create your documents, and server is like you do a publishing and you can share your charts also. So how do you install this bokeh library? You install using pip install bokeh, or if you want to do it in Conda, you go and do Conda install bokeh. It's easy. That is very much easy here. So when you do this automatically without any like errors and all that, simple thing is what you can do. Okay, so first here the sample data, if you want to work, right, you just import bokeh.sample data, you download it. Okay, after you downloading this, there's a simple code what we have added. Either you can work with that data whatever you have downloaded, or this. So instead of reading here, we can go to a spider and solve few things here. Okay, first thing is you are creating a basic chart. Okay, it's just a few lines of code will create a line chart, right? So it is basic idea here of bokeh is two-step process. First thing is the bokeh building blocks to create your visualization. Second thing is you customize these building blocks. So a Python library for defining your content and function according to your requirement, according to your visualization. So automatically it will generate an HTML code for you in the backend. It will give you an output in your web browser, right? So this is a simple chart what you are looking here on my screen, right? Simple graph. So what am I doing here? As I explained you, bokeh.plotting is what we will see here. We are importing figure, output file, and show, right? So what am I doing here? I'm importing all this. So from plotting, I'm importing figure, output file, and show. To show the plot, figure is to give the title, labels, and all that. And output file, how you want to do it. Like to a static HTML file, we want the output. So what I do here, I'm defining two lists containing the data. A simple list, X and Y. Okay, now what did I use? I use figure. Right, this is, you use it, you don't use it, it's optional, but we'll come back to that. We'll see this. So you're creating a new plot, and which is you're using a function called as a figure. So figure function, according to your own choices, you will give the title, you can give the label. So a text label here, X is what we have given here, and a Y label. So this is optional, right? These two are optional. You can give the title, right? This is nothing but giving the accesses, labels, and the title to that. Okay. Now I'm trying to add a line graph, right? Using a function called as line. So what are the arguments I pass? I have created two lists there, X and Y, right? This is a label, legend label is what you call. It is a string to label your graph and the width, line width. Line chart is what we are trying. You can change it 2, 3, 4, whatever you want. You can change it. Finally, I'm asking you to show the plot. Show of P. Show function to generate your graph. It will open directly a web browser to display this whatever is generated HTML file. So when you exit these lines of code, Bokeh would create the output file, that is lines.html. It will open a browser and it has to display your output. So let's run all at a time. This is a plot. This is my X, this is my Y. Right? Legend label, it is a temperature. What I have given temp, so you can use that. Anything you can give. So it's opening a web browser and giving you the output. So changes can be done very, very easily for this. Right? To add more lines here, or you want to do changes to your plot, multiple lines you want to use, you want to give different colors, right? This is one more way, adding more and more lists. And this is the color is what you are adding. Width is something you can change, right? So adding more calls to your line. The figure is same again, right? P is equal to figure. For this figure, you are adding lines, line, line, 3 lines at a time. X is common, but Y being this list, Y2 being this list, Y3 being this list. Right? Now, let me run and show you few things here. These are something which is an flexibility is what we have here. Right? You can zoom in, right? You can select it, you can save it, right? This is a line example, multiple line example is what we have given. So you can change it. So this is your pan tool, this is your zoom tool, right? With your what you call it as with mouse, you want to do some changes, right? Mouse wheel, this is wheel zoom, this is a save tool, this is reset tool, and if you want any help, you have a question mark symbol for help. So this is one plot what we have done. Same thing. There's only one line example. This is multiple line example. Right? So building visualization. So what did we do? We have just taken bokeh.plotting. Right? So calling this figure function, this creates a plot with most common default options. Now you can customize various properties. You can give your title, you can give tool, you can give access labels, anything. And you can add renders. This is called as adding renderers. You use a line to create, right? Renderers have various options that you have to specify. You can have color, you can have legend, you can have the width, right? And you're asking it to show. So these functions either save your plot, you can use p dot show of p or save of p. Save function is also there, which will save your plot to a HTML file, or it will display in the web browser. Right? So how do you add and customize these renderers? Right? So what am I doing? Same data we will take. Okay, we are giving a different name to it. So axis label is equal to X. These are the labels for my plot. Right? So I'm customizing my renderers. So we use the figure function to render a line chart. So you can use a different renderer functions now, create various kinds of graphs here. Right? Only one, if you comment this, right, you can see only a circle plot, right? You can replace your line with circle. So circle function will create your circles. It will create circles. Okay. See here, now it will show us the plot. It is showing us the circles. Right? So let me close this and again run it, removing the comment. All at a time. All at a time. Right? So multiple glyphs can be used here. Right? Multiple changes can be done here. Right? You can also get a bar. You can also get a bar here. So use a function called as vbar to render that. V stands for vertical bars, to render vertical bars. So you are giving what should be the top. X is anyway the same, right? X axis. So you are giving the width, and what should be the bottom, what should be the color of your plot. So using vbar function, we are giving these arguments for us. So you can also customize these glyphs. Let us see first this bar plot, V bar, which is a see here, a combi of all the three. A line chart, a circle chart, and a V bar chart. Right? So it is giving you lines.html. It's opening it, it's giving you the bar plot. So there is something called as customizing your glyphs. Okay? You can also customize your glyphs. So how do you do that? You can do changes for your circle function. So what did we do here? We just gave circle X, Y, label, color, size. Right? This is the size of your circle, color of your circle. So more pretty you want, make the circle bigger, circle size lesser, also can be done. That is nothing but you call it as glyphs customizing. So when I give X and Y, I'm giving the title. The labels are anyway X and Y. Right? So what is it I'm doing here with additional arguments? I'm passing my X, I'm passing my Y. This is a label, legends label. Okay. I would like to give fill color. Which color? Circle color, red. So fill color will fill the color of the circles. Fill alpha equal to 0.5. Right? Any value between 0 to 1 you can give. This is a transparency to fill the color. So the filling the color, what is the transparency you want? This range, I think, if I'm not wrong, it's 0 to 1. Okay, line color, outer color, the circle's outer colors. Fill the colors of the circles, outer lines. Okay, this is this. And size of the circle. So legend entry of the circles is objects. Right? So color property is used to define the color of an object. Color is an alias that automatically sets all your color properties. Right? Passing yellow to the circle's color property is same as setting your color property to red. Both do the same. There you are doing, where did we do? The earlier one, right? Yellow. Here it is the same. There you do, here also you do. It does the same job. Okay, let us see this. Show of P. What I've explained you isn't the same. Fill the color of the circles with red. Right? And the line color, the circle's line color, blue. Size I think we have given 80. Right? So this is not totally red. Some 0.5 is what we have given. So it's not totally red. Some kind of mixed red, I can say. Not tomato red or not dark red or light red. Medium kind of red is what we have here. Legend label, this is what I have written. What is that actually? It's an entry for your circles. What is this entry? Right? So there are various ways, you can do your changes. You can add your arguments. You can change your color. You can change the width of it. You can change your size of your circles. So this is something which you can do. So people also use separately, like, glyph, circle glyph, and you fill the color separately with blue. Right? So like additional properties, you change the color. Already you have created this. If at all you want to change it, right? You have to change that. Okay, you have to use glyph fill underscore color equal to whatever color you want to do it. Right? This is something which we have to understand. So there is something which you can, for changing your themes, background, right? You want to do any changes to your background. That is also available here. You can also customize your headlines, right? So here, if you see, I have used import this particular function, right, from IO. Means Bokeh is having a sub. All these plots were coming in dark minimal, right? This was a theme what I have given, right? This was a theme I have given. That's why our plots were coming like that black color. If it have given a different theme, right? So what would happen? It actually it was a white background. It was a white background, right? So you can easily change the appearance of your plot. Different like colors, fonts, lifestyles are there. You have night sky, caliber, like that. I have used dark minimal here, right? So you can define your own custom themes. This is anyway common. From this you are importing, and you import theme here. Apply the current theme. Darkness is what you are adding. You are saying the sizing mode is equal to stretch width. This is what you want. This is your requirement of the width and the height of this data, whatever you have given. Right? So if you can make it as light, I already showed you dark, so we can make it as light. Right? Light minimal. Or you can make it as night sky, contrast. There are many things here. Okay, you can also resize your plot with your width and height. So let me show this. It's a line plot we are drawing here. See here. This was actually, all these plots also should come in this way. Right? All the plots should come in this way. Right? But what we got is the other way, because I made it into light. So you can change it according to our requirement, like which one you want to make it pleasing, you can do it. Right? So if you want to resize it, anyway, you have your height, you have your width, you can change it. If you want a circles, you can change it to circle. Right? So it's like n number of things can be done here with respect to our Bokeh package. So you're creating a line chart. You have customized your renderers, right? You can add your new, the legends, right? You can annotate them. You are customizing your plot. You can combine 3 plots at a time, right? You can also save them directly. It's good thing is that you are able to do changes very, very pleasy way. So what was I gave earlier? It was a dark one, right? Dark is what we have given. You can give night underscore sky, or I'll give contrast. Okay. Circle is what I have changed now. So it is circle. Right? Whichever is more easy, we can take a call on that. So let us see the advantages of this. The simple code, what we have used here. So where we are using this, it can transform visualizations which are already available in your Matplotlib, Seaborn, and ggplot. So these are the three what we generally use it. Right? So this has a flexibility for applying interactions. Styling is something which is an add-on to this. Right? Styling is something which is an add-on to this. Otherwise, if something is not, very, very good, pretty, pleasy, why we have to use this? So if someone would like to know from you what are the benefits of your bouquet, right? You can also build any complex statistical plot quickly, and the commands are very, very simple, right? And the output you are getting is, you can also get this like HTML or in a notebook or in a server also, right? You are also embedding this bokeh visualization to Flask app, and also you are able to transform this visualizations written in other libraries also. You can able to transform that. So you are able to apply it for different layouts. And the styling option is one something which is very, very a plus point. But what are the challenges with this bokeh package? So it has less, sometimes we can say that when compared to D3JS, right? This is having less visualization options. Like you can also save it. Definitely all the plots should be saved. You have a save option, we are doing it, but the options are very, very less when compared to bokeh.js, when compared to d3.js. And this is undergoing a lot of development. We all know that anything change is happening means it's not a person who's not sitting and doing it, right? Different communities are working behind the scenes for Python. So what they do, any upcoming open source library is there, a lot of changes are happening in the development. So the code you write today may not work tomorrow, like entirely, maybe it's not reusable in future. So that's the only challenge what we face. Like for example, we say that Python 2.7 is stable enough when compared to any other version, that 3.9, I think the latest 3.10 or something, which is, they are there, but whatever packages would work under 2.7 would not work under 3.9 or 3.10, right? So this is rapidly growing, the usage is there, right? But this is the only challenge what we are going to face, right? So the interfaces have charts, plotting, and models, right? So what we have done is only the plotting part, which is an intermediate level interface. It's only composed of your visualizing glyphs here. Okay, yeah, these are the advantages what we can see. So different plots we have seen, right? The width is what we have given very, very less, so that's why you got a plot of very, very less width, right? This is good. This became very, very small because I have given circle, right? So this is your bokeh visualization. Yeah, we have to, now it's like all the trial and error methods, right? All the trial and error methods. We can do various changes now, circle to V bar, right? You can directly take this, only bars you want. It's not H bar, I think, Abnid. It's only bar. Like now P is equal to bar you write. You can give the data. You can give the title, vagera, vagera. Same thing, right? It's only. The code part, yeah, sure, I'll share it. Okay. Yeah, I have shared it. Thank you all for joining the session. Thank you. So